and welcome once again to Deering Towers, our kitchen. Happy Friday and happy birthday to me for tomorrow. Happy birthday to you if it's your birthday around now. Seems quite likely because loads of people have their birthdays around now. Keep hearing about them now. And when I was at school, everyone in my year had a birthday, and I'm totally happy for everyone else who's got a birthday now, although mine is the most important of all. And that's why I'm going to do a very celebratory cocktail tonight. Also one that people have been saying, do some of those, and you're right, I will. And it's a wonderful celebration. It's a special occasion cocktail, but it's really easy. So, you know, anyway, we'll look into that. It's the French 75. Who wants to make a French 75? I do. Let's do it right now. So, ingredients, a lemon. That's what I'm going to do first. I'm going to juice this lemon. Great thing about lemons and limes, as we were talking about when I made a Cosmopolitan the other day, is that they are, I find, half of one is equal to one part or one measure. So the great thing about this is if I cut this lemon in half and put it all in, I've got two measures. I mean, really, when it comes down to it, you don't need to worry about it if you use this recipe, just put a lemon in. But the maths works in a very satisfying way, and it's a good lemon as well. Oh, it's giving it some. Unwaxed, so if I want to do anything with the zest, I'm away, but actually I won't need to do that today. French 75, the ingredients are lemon juice, gin and sugar. That's the first three ingredients for shaking. And let's also shake it up. We'll need the gin next. I've got in the fridge. I think you can keep gin in the freezer to make it really cold like vodka. I don't know. Never really tried it. It doesn't seem quite as necessary. Not quite as James Bond film as vodka. I've got Tanqueray. Now, straight Tanqueray, we find is the best go-to day-to-day gin. Gordon's. No, a day-to-day does sound bad. She's laughing. Don't drink it every day. It's not like Victorian London. But it's, you know, it's not, there are fancier gins, but there's also a lot of the ones, I think Bombay Sapphire is overrated. Other ones like Greenall's is nice, but it's strangely sweet. Gordon's very bad. Don't like it at all. Tanqueray, that's what we always have. It's really good. And so two of these. So in fact, I'll put the ice in first. This is an interesting one because French 75s, I think, without much change to the recipe, I think some people think of them as a gin cocktail and other people think of them as, yes, a champagne cocktail. And we definitely come into the latter camp. So sometimes people serve French 75 like long or in a tumbler over ice or over crushed ice, but I far prefer to shake it up. But we do want it really icy cold and to really have the ice do its work. So I'll shake it really hard and try and break it up. And if it isn't icy cold, I'll be disappointed with myself. I'll be honest with you about that. But yeah, so we're shaking it up, and that's two gins, Tanqueray, which we love, and the juice of a lemon, which is equivalent to 2 parts lemon. So, you know, straight 2 of each of those. And then, again, some recipes want you to put sugar in it, and sugar's good. We talked about this before. Get it in, caster sugar, shaking it really hard, so it's going to get in there. But I still think ultimately you're going to miss out on the sweetness because it will go down the bottom or around the edge of the glass, and you don't actually just get it in the drink. If you want to make cocktails sweet, anything that's got sugar in it, get some sugar syrup. It's in the supermarket and it works a treat. As we were saying, for espresso martinis, you can vanilla infuse it, but thank God we didn't do that. We don't want to have French 75s tasting of vanilla. That's all kinds of wrong. I'm sure it'll be fine. We're not going to do it. So I'm going to do 2 scooches of this, just, I don't know, just because there was 2 of everything else. So that should be about right. I can always put some more in later. And I'm going to give that a really fierce shake. Try and get the ice to break up a bit. I actually find that I know that I've shaken this drink enough when the outside, it's the conductive qualities of the shaker are really important. It's when the drink is really cold, the shaker all goes misty and you start to feel a kind of frostbitey sensation in your fingers. And that means it's definitely done. That's really cold there, and I've been touching for that one. If I leave that too long, it'll be stuck, like the little boy's tongue in A Christmas Story. Stuck! So that's ready now. And I'll shake that a bit more when we've got the glasses. I've got the glasses in the freezer. And again, they could be long, you could use tumblers. You could also use, if you're going down it's the champagne cocktail line, it would work well in a champagne flute. But we're going back to our Friday Night Classics because they're really good cocktail glasses. But they're essentially champagne bowls theoretically modelled on Marie Antoinette's breasts, but I can't imagine her allowing that. Anyone to get hot glass that close when she didn't even know people didn't have cake. So yeah, we'll have that there. Two of those. And we've got our very simple gin, lemon juice and sugar syrup in here. And I say, because I'm not pouring it over ice, I'm basically overcompensating and really shaking it to within an inch of its life, so it's definitely cold and indeed beautifully frothy. And make sure we get, basically I can't, the only way I can get it to be the right amount is to get on the same level as the surface. And then, oh, you see it's ready, that's going to be delicious. No! Champagne, right? Which, as I say, we're having champagne because we're celebrating, but it is a champagne cocktail, champagne mixed up with other stuff, so you don't need champagne. Don't have the cheapest Prosecco in the shop, but anything like the next step up from that would be absolutely fine. You know, I don't like Prosecco, but in a French 75, it's nice. But we've got champagne in because it's my birthday, so why not? This is Sainsbury's Taste the Difference Brut, and it's really, really nice. Again, this is less than 20 quid. It's not like, I don't know, Moet and Chandon. But I learned from the television that that's how you pronounce that. But genuinely, this is my favourite champagne. But that said, I don't really I'm not a big fan of fizz, but the more proper it is, the nicer it is. But the good thing about this one is it's nice and dry, tastes posh. Yeah, I really like it. So, and obviously, it's not my birthday till tomorrow, but I'm opening it. That's weird. Is the camera shaking around? Someone seems strangely nervous. That's fine. So, good. This is the same as when I won the Formula One the other day. Exactly that. I didn't have any champagne. I was just really excited about myself. So, she said stop laughing. Yeah, we're going to top. Basically, that's it. Let's see. You got to have, as long as the glass is the right size. You didn't talk about that because what you do next is you top this up. Now, our friend Bianca Butler Hall introduced us to these French for Pineapple on Instagram, and they're absolutely fantastic. She made them around her house, and I said, well, that's nice, can I have another one? And we had a couple, and then I had to go and do a comedy gig, and I think, weird, I have to do a comedy gig tonight because my tongue has got much bigger in my mouth and I can't really speak. And then I got on the train out to, glad I wasn't driving, got on the train out to this gig way out west of London, and I'd like to say I had a nap on the train, but I think it's fair to say I passed out on the train. It wasn't my best ever gig. I didn't know how strong they were. So, you got that. You've got your gin, your lemon, your sugar syrup, give it a really good shake, and then this is the master stroke, and I say that because it was my idea, is to get a strawberry on the side. And if you just got a strawberry on the edge and just shove it in, the glass just cuts into it. And it really works well. You know, like when you have anything sugary with champagne, the flavours really complement each other. And so the strawberries just really bring it out. You can nibble, and it's a great little side order, and they look nice. So it's pretty fancy. French 75, very simple. Okay with Prosecco, so you can have them, but watch out, they're strong. See, watch out, they're strong. That's what's really good about them, and that's why they're called the French 75. French 75, named for howitzers. This is great, but quite dark. Howitzers in the First World War. Which were, the American howitzers were 1-inch guns, but French howitzers 75 millimeter guns, right? And a French 75 gun was known to be accurate and dead on target, and that's what these drinks do. They hit the target with speed and accuracy, and that's why it's called a French 75. So, cheers.